Hello everyone, we meet again for our English CEFR Year 3 Unit 6 Food Please, and this is Part 2. So let us look at today's overview. The objective is to learn and acquire these structures. Second, we are going to review vocabulary related to today's reading. And 3, we are going to look at the structure that they have to pay attention to. So let's review the vocabulary related to today's reading. So let us read this. I love my omelette. There's some cheese in my omelette. Is there any cheese in your omelette, Greg? No, there isn't. There are some peppers in my omelette too. Are there any peppers in your omelette, Greg? No, there aren't. There isn't any cheese, and there aren't any peppers in my omelette. But there are some peas, onions, and pineapples. Yes. And for dessert, coconut pancakes. Yummy. So let us look at the structures. Okay, now, is there any cheese? So whenever you use is, you have to answer yes, there is. Or if your answer is no, no, there isn't. Because you are following is. But how to determine whether we use is or we use are? So now look, you use is when this is only one, or it is something that is uncountable, alright? Uncountable. For example, milk. Is there any milk? So if yes, then yes, there is. If no, then there isn't. So it goes the same whenever you use are. So if the question are, then if yes, they are. You follow this, okay? If no, no, they aren't. You follow this. So again, I'd like to tell you how you use are. It is something countable, and it is more. It is more, or it is more than one. It has to be more than one, okay? For example, apples, more than one. Are there any apples? So if yes, yes they are. If no, no they aren't, okay? So now let us review the first picture. I love omelette. There's some cheese in my omelette. Is there? Okay, is there any cheese? Is there any cheese in your omelette? Cheese, because it is uncountable. So we use is there any cheese? And because there is no cheese, so great answer. No. Oh, no, there isn't. Okay, now let us move on to next slide. So now look, this is conversation 2. There are some peppers in my omelette too. Are there any peppers in your omelette, Greg? Now, peppers are more than one, isn't it? So, are there any peppers. So there are no peppers in Greg's omelette. That's why he answered. No, they aren't. Okay. So the answer is no, they aren't. Follow this. Okay. Or follow this. Okay. So next. To repeat, so we look again here. So you use is whenever there is only one thing, or or it is something that is uncountable. For example, is there any apple? Is there any egg? Okay, and if it is uncountable, is there any sugar? Is there any salt? Is there any flour? So you use is, and whenever you use is, depending on your yes and your no. If yes, yes, there is. If no, no, there isn't. Okay, so look at are again. So are there any? It's countable, and that thing has to be more than one. For example, are there any eggs? Okay, are there any eggs? Are there any oranges? Okay, are there any carrots? Okay, carrots. So depending on your answer, your yes and your no, you have to follow this. Okay, are there any eggs? Yes, they are. If there are no eggs, then no, they aren't. Okay, it's quite simple. Are there any oranges? If there's no oranges, so no, they aren't. So I hope that you've got this structure. Whenever you want to say there is something and there is nothing, so it depends on your question. So right now you're supposed to know how to ask properly and how to answer depending on the question. Okay, and I'd like to thank everyone who watched this. I hope this is beneficial, and also my special thanks to teacher Fiera's resources, because I use her flashcards, and at the same time some images are taken from Get Smart Plus 3. So see you later in part 3. Bye.